E. What's up, home slices?
Witness a single strand of the tapestry.
I wonder what's up in this river. Geysers. There's a summer super immerser sphere in there, and I can't get it. That's where one of those drop pods were. Die! Good grief. Okay, I'm done with this shit. Yeah, look. That explosive rebar. Lizard doggo. Ooh, perfect. Good thing I packed a couple of these bad boys. Ding. You hear that? Oh shit, I got some. Did you see that? Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. I want to try something. Oh my gosh. No way. I heard that you can use them as a weapon to destroy all the flying crabs. Let's look what we got here. Geothermal pools. Geysers. A pure geyser. That's great. It's like, man, how do I get this over to my base? Well, we can always use the train. 3 of them. Yeah, there's some pure. Check any more. That's you, Grandma. Let's see if we get 150, I think, from the impure 300, so we get 450 from the, if we overclock. I think I'm going to continue my manifolds, then I'll work out the sulfur situation. Might even do my, might even build the generator units. The sulfur thing will allow me to experiment with trains. Oh. Good. By the way, Valius, great news. I have applied for a job as a wind turbine technician. Quest: eat sandwich on top of wind turbine. 1,000 XP points reward. But, okay, so it's kind of, it might be a little bit weird, like me, but, I actually have a way. Here's my manifold for this. It splits into half. Here's a great thing. I'm doing a 3. I'm actually doing something angelic here. 3 by 8. The great thing is, I could do half of this, combine it in this half, and take that half, combine it over here, and do the same thing over here. And then, there's 3, which is the amount of outputs of a splitter. So first, it's going to come in here, splits over here, and it comes over here, it splits into 2 again. And they're not exactly half split, but hey, it works. I might make them half split. Let's do it. But, I actually made a miscalculation. I need a lot more sulfur than I need to. It's not impossible, but getting it is going to be a little bit annoying. So, I'm going to take in everybody's favorite autistic interest, trains. Because I have decided to add this motivation. Choo-choo, mother. Hold on, here, give me a second, guys. I'll do the honors. Santa isn't real. It's the least wonderful time of the year. Give me a second, chat. Oh, here it is, guys. Here's the best train line in the game. Here's the best ADA line in the game.
Milestone reached. Trains are excellent for efficiently moving vast quantities of parts. Train logistics can be made more precise and complex with tools found in the railway signaling milestone. I listen to all my pioneers, often when they're not even aware of it. So due to popular demand, I have added a motivational message. Choo-choo, mother.
Okay, so, this is the weirdest, most scrap-ass manifold you'll ever see in your whole ass life. Actually, some people could probably do worse. I dare. So we got the fluid unloader. So for each row of 8, we need 3 unpackers. So this, for example, like, this right here this side right here will service the top layer of this portion, and this will service the bottom layer. Then after unpacking, it will send all these down to the bottom where they will be repacked in the water. And the cycle will repeat itself. There's kind of two cycles. The packaging and unpackaging, and the fuel dilution, and they kind of mix together, and they split apart. You have a manufacturer, 3 power shards, and 1 sloop. If so, want to help me solve something? Unfortunately, I don't have sloops yet. I'd rather find that out by myself. I have gathered at least 20 sloops. Also, I learned something amazing. If you play music and you hit the bass on this thing, it will actually destroy flying crabs. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know if I can do that math. Not because I'm math illiterate, because I have never worked with sloops before. The only thing I have, but only with collecting them. Is there something on top of this arch? I just have to go see. This has to be, I may be incorrect here, but this has to be at least one of the biggest arches in the game. I mean, look at the size of this arch. This thing is insane. Yeah, this arch is massive. Well, I can walk now. Huh. It's radioactive. Have you ever heard of real-life Geiger counter before? You know what? Look at those crystals. Okay, listen to that sound real quick. What if I told you that that sound is actually 100% real, and it's based off of Geiger counters? Listen closely. This is what it sounds like in real life. Or one. Now, without the Geiger counter, listen again. Particularly, that Geiger counter is a radio code RC110. It's very sensitive, like people on Twitter. It can detect very low amounts of radiation. So this right here, it's detecting background radon and decay. However, Geiger counters don't sound the same uniformly. Geiger counters make different sounds depending on models. One of the most famous being the infamous Soviet. I don't know what it was, but it was a Soviet model. I actually have like 5 Geiger counters, but only 3 of them work. One was busted and the other one's outdated. I have the I have the GMC 600 Plus, GMC 300 Plus, and the RC 110. The RC 110, this is so cool. By the way, I just want to let you guys know that back then, a little device like this would be this big, and you'd have to have like you have to have like 600 plus volts for one system. And then all you gotta do is have like a little baby Geiger counter. The fact that we got them this small is really insane. Particularly, that's actually not a Geiger counter. It's technically a scintillator, which means that it can actually detect radioactive materials and tell which radioactive material they are. I can perform gamma spectroscopy with that. It's like a fingerprint of almost every radioactive material on Earth. This manifold's really complex in my opinion, but who cares? No, we're blueprinting. We're blueprinting. No, we're this far in, we're blueprinting. We're gonna blueprint. We're gonna blueprint. We're gonna freaking blueprint. I know someone's gonna say, blueprint, blueprint! Okay, I'm doing it. I fold. I'm blueprinting. No. I'm folding. Okay, let's go check my system, my experiment. Hold on. Give it. Now I know this is I know my fuel generator is choking, and this is not 100% throughput. It's okay. It doesn't need to be 100%. I'm just using this to get rid of my HOR. But this needs to be 100%. So that's good. That's good. That's good. Personal finance? What the hell? Interest. Oh, you're in school because it's a 12. It's like lunch. Well, by the way, Vivius, whatever your name is, I think I found the fix. Of course, yeah, they're right. Putting a buffer at the end has fixed everything here. Yeah, it's ranging between 280 and like 310. That's a healthy number. This works. It fixed everything. This thing fixed everything. It's been working for probably about like 24 plus hours. Neck massages. Oh god. Oh no, bro. Nuts. Bro almost got busted. By the way, Vivius, look at this. So we have, oh wait, each one of these rows makes 16 of these makes 300 cubic meters of turbo fuel a minute. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it kind of comes from here, snakes down, combines with these pipes. And you can see each one kind of cuts off after it's this one, like that one's. There goes that one. There goes this one. They keep combining into 5 pipes. If you filled this to its full flow rate and you burnt the turbo fuel, you'd produce more energy than every wind turbine in Illinois does. Hell, you produce more. You produce more energy than any single power source. So all of nuclear together will not exceed that. All of wind together will not exceed it. All of coal together will not exceed that in Illinois. Just think about that, brother. Oh, I don't want to go to the void today. Let's see, I could probably get almost 2 belts, 2 Mark IV belts of sulfur there. I'm gonna choo-choo trade him over here because use drain probably be less laggy and more efficient. Oh shit. Pull back. Dude, I've already got all this stuff here. I mean, it's not running, but look at this. Hold on. Hold on. Can we just... Wow, this game... What engine does this game run on? Is it Unreal? Unreal Engine 5. Yeah. UE5. Ooh, yeah, this game plays like butter. This play, I mean, maybe it's not because maybe I've yet to make a more advanced factor, but and maybe it's because there's nothing running right now, but it's just so smooth. This game, I mean, thanks to Josh from Let's Game It Out, he literally made the game better. He made this game so damn laggy that the devs literally asked for his copy, and he was allowed. He gave him his game's copy, and he let them basically like comb through it and make sure they can get rid of any bottlenecks and any lag. It's rotated that way. Yeah, we're doing this. This is gonna save me about half an hour. Maybe even an hour of time. I don't care if I have to do this manifold up stuff up here. Okay. Lay it on me, brother. Please, yeah, tell me. What you need? What you need, brother? I remember when I remember back 2 months ago, almost, when I built my first assembler. Now I'm hooking these things up in chunks. Yeah, we're doing this. Let's see, let's go test it. Drop a manufacturer, add 3 power shards, and adjust the output to 4 to get base numbers. Drop a manufacturer, add 3 power Well, actually, I don't really need to drop one. Building. Okay, let me do here. Because it's like sometimes I know you're gonna think like, oh, okay, so if you do 2.5 times the output, it's gonna shoot 2.5 times the power. However, this is actually incorrect. Manufacturer. Manufacturer. Overclock at 250%. Let's see. Does it actually show? At 250%, at 3 power shards, it consumes 184.68 megawatts. Whew. Shit. That is nuts. So yeah, 184.68 megawatts are consumed if it's overclocked to complete manufacturing. Like overclocked completely with 3 power shards. Not worried about power, it's the inputs and divisions I'm working on. Okay, so what are you making? So for example, if I go at 100, let's say if I go full 250%, you multiply your inputs and outputs by 2.5. You're building oscillators. Okay. Okay, if you don't mind, watch this. Okay, I hope I answered your question. If not, please ask again. If I take this assembler and I'm making like, if I'm making this recipe, right? If I go for 2.5 times, or if I go like 3.5 times, or like 35%, right? Look, it'll even say your divisions per minute. So, I actually might have all the recipes for them. You're making crystal oscillators. Well, oh. God, I cannot spell. Okay, so let's see, I have 2 recipes. Looks like I got them all. You're gonna use the ultra insulated crystal oscillator. and it needs a manufacturer. So let's see, we press 3 to expand. If you're doing it 2.5 times, you're going to need... Actually, okay. Here, friend, since you're a good, a chill guy, I guess. Give me a second. Let me go get my marker. Okay. Okay, now, a manufacturer is 184. You're gonna consume 184 megawatts. 2.5x. I thought you did. You said 3. You said you're gonna put 3 power shards, right? I apologize. You might want to explain more clearly. So you're gonna be wanting to make an insulated, an alternate crystal oscillator called insulated crystal oscillator. What's the difference? Adjust output to 4. Oh, you want me to? Okay. I see where you're going. I see where you're going. I see where you're going. I don't know if I even have the. Oh, Output to 4. Okay, I have an idea of how I could do that. 4. Let's go get that recipe again. Okay, so you want to make 4 output, you want to make 4 crystal oscillators a second, am I correct? Okay. Okay, so here's how you do this. Okay, so you take your number, 1 divided by 1.875, and you're going to need to overclock to approximately you need 2.13. So you move, so watch this, right? I'll show you how you do this, right? So you take, now, when you want to get an output, you're going to want to take your output, that you want an output. You said you want 4. You want to divide this by 1.875. I gotta get that back up again. Apologies. Wow, I cannot spell. That's embarrassing. Don't look. Okay, you can look now. So you want to make 1.875 a minute. 875. And this equals 2.133. 33 repeating. So what you're going to want to do is you move your decimal point 1, 2, 3. So you're going to want to overclock to approximately 213.333%. However, do know this. If your number exceeds 250%, you can't do it. For example, I'm going to try to take 5 divided by 1.875. Let's see, 5 divided by 1.875. I get 2.66%, so I cannot make 5 a minute. That is literally impossible. Okay. So, I don't know about your power input, but let's see. Now that you have your overclock percentage, you're going to need to do your math of how many you're going to make. For example, we're going to need 3 materials. We got, oh wait, bear with me here. Need 18.75. You need 300 of them, right? By the way, 300 what? So we got quartz. You need about 13.125 rubber. And you need about 1.875 limiters. Okay. Now, here's the complex point. We need to multiply all these by approximately 2.13 repeating. Okay, so now we start going down the math. You're going, for every machine, 18.75 quarts times 2.1, I'm gonna use 5 threes. 10 quarts. No, I'm gonna. By the way, I'm not trying to like. I take that back. Not trying to be like an ass. Don't look at. Oh, I need 10 crystals. 7. Don't look at that. Do not look at that for this. You want to look at your rates because that is the more accurate. So, 18.75. You're gonna need about 39.999 quarts. However, I would just simply round this up to 40 quarts a minute. Go a little bit above. Okay, so now we got 13.125 rubber a minute times 2.133333. And you're going to need about 28 rubber a minute. Okay, now we go to AI limiter, so 1.875 times 2.133333. You're going to need about 4 of those a minute per machine. To hit the target rate of 4 crystal oscillators a minute, to hit the out rate of 4 oscillators a minute, you're going to need 40 quarts per machine, 28 rubber per machine, and 4 AI data limiters, or AI limiters per machine. Times, let's see, 2.13333. I know it may not be the exact same power usage, but let's see. You're going to be using, I'd say, roughly anywhere between 117 to 120 megawatts, or 117 to 125 megawatts. About what? That has me on, it's the division. So like the distribution from a 1200, a distribution from a Mark 6 belt which distributes 1200 a minute. The max rate in the game, if I'm not wrong. So you're looking at how to distribute that. That right there is an issue. That is a pain in the ass. And I may be stupid to say this, but you may want to look for, okay. 4. Let's see. Here's a cool thing. 1200? What if we divide this by 100, you get 12. And what about 4 AI data limiters? Those limiters right there are dividable. 40 is also dividable. So let's say theoretically you have 28. You cannot get 28, or you cannot divide, I just found you can't divide 1200 by 28 to hit a full number. You know what? I have another question. What is your projected output of crystal oscillators? We'll feed all 3. Yeah, that's great. Because again, 1200 is divisible by 4 because 12 is divisible by 4. The difference between 1200 and 12, you slap 2 zeros on the end. Oh god. So like, oh, you want 300 machines, right? You want 300 machines? Did you say that? You want 300 machines? Oh my god. Not my factory. You want 300 of these. Okay, cool. So 4 times 300, you're going to need, and you probably already did the math, 1,200 AI data limiters. 28 times 300, you're going to need 8,400 rubber. You're going to need 12,000. Ooh, hey, 12,000 crystals. That's a good number to work with. The output is horrible. It's only 1,200. Dude, can you imagine the amount of motors you could build if you could build rigger motors? Dude, I've seen rigger motors as a recipe and they look so good. Dude, how are you going to get the quartz to fuel this production? I honestly don't see AI data limiters as an issue. Huh? Hey, my data... I didn't know I could open this inventory. New inventory unlocked. Let's say, there's enough resources in the game to build that? Crystals. Again, 5-3. Oh yeah, if I were you, I mean, I'm not a pro at this game. I'd probably go for this. Is that this is also a pretty decent recipe. So let's see. What I like to do is I like to do my conversion rate. So a 5 divided by 3 is, or no, 3 divided by 5. That is a 0.6 conversion rate. Okay, so 7 divided by 9. This is a 0.7 conversion rate. This is better than that one. Okay, now we have to battle between this one. So 18 divided by 25. So this is 0.72 conversion. 7 divided by 9. This is the best recipe. This is the best. This gets you the most amount of crystals per quartz, and you only need water. This is the better one. I don't have one of the recipes though, so one day hopefully I can find it. So yeah, in my opinion, I'm not a huge pro at this game, but this is definitely looking like the best crystals you can get. So honestly, do you need me? If you want me to, oh, I'm not even farting. That was my gut. That's disgusting. So here's what we do, right? Here's what we do. For example, we need. Let's use this recipe. We need 12,000 crystals a minute, right? We divide by 7, multiply by 9, and we need a total input of roughly 15,428. And if you get this ratio, like if you get 0.5, round up. You always round up. You'd rather go a bit over rather than a bit under, in my opinion. How much quartz can you even get? Look at there's 2 recipes for this. Honestly, the only problem with this one is you could use precious plastic that you can use all the quartz. Good grief. Okay, so I guess there's no problem in that. You got that all set out. Let's see. So, actually, if we go over to crystal oscillators again, here's what I like to do. Let's say at the very base, let's go for no overclock. If you're going for no overclock, you're gonna, oh my god, you're gonna be looking at a, oh wait, I almost put 7. That's actually, that'd be wrong. divide by 52.5. 228 refineries. Divide by 2.5. You need 91.4, or roughly 91.5 refineries at full overclock. Multiply this by 37.5, I think, and you might need like 3,400 water. That's the good thing about water. Like these recipes with pure recipes, they are energy consumption or consumptious. They consume a lot more power than the other ones, but in my opinion, it's much more worth it because. Oh shit! Okay, so you're set. You don't need quartz at all. Now you just gotta figure out what to do with all that shit, you know? I have a question. Can I take from this? Take from depot, take from inventory, take... Oh, I can prioritize. Ah. Interesting. I've heard I can even increase my upload rates. This could be very useful. Yes, you can. You can also drop items into... Oh my god. Okay, so basically, ender chest in my pocket. Cool. Oh, damn it, I didn't even see that. I'm gonna watch my own stream on my phone, because if I do, then I can actually read my comments. Bottom left side, there is an icon in 5 to 6 spaces you can manually drop into your inventory. Okay. However, I can't do it because I gotta unlock. I gotta unlock it. Okay, so it's just like a little fart on this side of this crease. Well, I've heard it's worth it. Actually, no, I haven't. I just determined that in my brain. Oops. Yeah, we just need to, like, kind of shut up and, like, you know, actually use blueprints, because blueprints are amazing. I think I might run the outputs in the floor below. By the way, I just want to let you guys know that my control tower was one of the highest parts of this facility, and it's down there. Honestly, I kind of hate to say it, but I might demolish it and build a better one. But dude, that was considered a moderately large cell. In my opinion, what looks better? In my opinion, this looks a lot better than all that. So yeah, I'm running this experiment here to make plastic, but this time instead of, you know, just running normal pipes, I run a manifold into it. I actually probably could have fixed my plant that way by putting end buffers, but you know what? Who cares? I tore it apart just to make something that makes way more fuel, way more power. In fact, did you know that if I am successful in making this plant, it'll produce more power than my entire state? Yes, the state of Illinois makes. But guys, today is my first day of school or college, and you wanna know what? I'm taking a badass course. It's called Introduction to Meteorology. AutoConnect. Huh, I've never heard of that. I know a bit about meteorology. I've personally met with meteorologist Chris Yates of one of the local news stations. Man, but I'm telling you, man, Chuck Collins of WEEK5, he retired in October of last year. What a champ. He helped save people in the tornado of Washington, Illinois. Yep, it's perfect. You know, it sounds dumb. I might actually erase this and then build it and build my blueprint. And the reason why is that in case, you know, I'm gonna do it. Again, I know it sounds bad, but here's my reasoning. It might sound stupid, but it may be, but hear me out. If there is a mild defect, I want to make sure they're all built the exact same way because of the blueprint. I want to make sure they're all built the same way. Okay, so we line this up. 1, 2, and half nudge. Boom. I can rebuild the manifold to some... The good thing is I know how to build it now. I think... I feel like this is like the transitional period between me and building like giant gigafactories. I mean... look, my factory buildings are starting to get bigger. Maybe it's because like all the equipment is bigger, but there could be some reasons. You know what? I actually thought the only thing I could do with my inventory. You know, give me a second. I'm starting to ponder something. Oh, I don't have fluctuators. Can I put shit into my inventory from there? Yeah, I know I can, but can I take stuff from here? Besides building. Yeah, I'm gonna have it go in straight to the bottom. Interesting. Yeah, I deleted my manifold. Again, the great thing is that there are groups of 8, which is great because you can split one input into quarters. 1, 2, half. Dude, I am antsy. At any minute, guys, like I'm probably on the verge of changing my life. On any second between here and in the next 5 days, I could get a phone call or an email telling me that I got the job. I could get it like literally in the next second. Or I could get it tomorrow. You never know. Tell me I did or did not get the job. I'm confident I most likely did. They were blown away. Truly impressed. Okay, now I just gotta build... You know what? Hey, in my defense, from deleting this, this probably right here would have taken me about 30 minutes to do. And if you disagree with me, it's my factory. Leave my dream. Anyway, as I was saying... Sorry, Mir. Actually, it's probably good that I do this manifold again, because I probably forgot how to do this. Let's do this hand here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or perhaps maybe we should... Damn it. Well, I kind of starting to regret my decision here. There's a way to do this. There is a way to do this. I think I might have stepped this back a bit further. Give me a second here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm doing it in the center for this. Oops. There we go. We got it. We got it. We got it. We're cool. We're cool. We're cool. What happens if I do the middle? You know, I'm gonna do the middle. Let's try let's see what the middle looks like. If I do the middle like this. This is not centered, but this will help. It's not directly centered, but who cares? So it should be just to the left, to the right, to the right, to the right. It should just be to the right of the indicator light. Right, to the indicator light. Ah, shut up. Wait! I don't think I can actually cram as many stuff as I'm thinking of. Okay, so each quarter, this'll distribute 12. So 12 times 25 is 300. Yeah, we're gonna divide it into three. We can't combine them all in this one thing. We're gonna do a 3 to 4 splitter. We can get about, let's see, if we do 48 times 25, which is how much, let's see, divide by 4, 80. That's 2.5 belts, but we're gonna do 3 belts, right? 3 belts are gonna come in, and they're gonna split into 4. And of course they're gonna go up here. Okay, so now we got a quarter of this distribution manifold done. By the way, Alright. So the top goes to the ones on the left, okay. Ones on the left go to the top, ones to the right go to the bottom. Okay. There goes that manifold. Again, instead of making like I can make a simple manifold, just go 3 strips and have it distribute, but this is a slow start process, even if it's sequential. Now we see do this. Hey, there you go. Half that system is distributed successfully. Okay, so get to the ones closer to the center. Eight. Oh my gosh, I'm burning through biofuel pretty quickly. That just means I'm working hard. Now they're aligned. Okay, so this wing over here, it will take up 300 cans a minute. Hello, viewer. Scaffolding elevator. Try boosting up to all the way over there. So we have 6 outputs of fuel. Let's go see if we can map that out.
Did you know elevators are considered very uplifting?
Oh my god. Alright. Okay, so we have 6 outputs, and we have 10 inputs, so we may be at a little bit of a weird spot here. Let's... wait a second. Each of them can process... Each machine appears to be able to process about 60 minutes, so 180. Let's see, so 2 machines get 360. So 360, 360, 360, 360. Okay, I think I see where we're... Oh. Wait, I thought I said I had 6 inputs. Actually, I have 6 outputs, but I can actually... Yeah, I know what I'm gonna do now. Yeah. Alright, so it looks like we have 6, and then we have to get it down to 5. I'm gonna take a break. Time to eat lunch.